It's time, guys. It is time for me to get out of the closet. And I'm only halfway in the closet on this. If you've been listening to this show, you know already. I love Steph Curry. I don't care who knows it. I don't care who knows it. Oh, he chooses mouth guard rocket. He always bullies the Rockets. Well, those Rockets teams, guess what, guys? Weren't likable. They weren't. And Steph was. I have been in love with Steph Curry. Not like that. I have been in love with watching Steph Curry all the way back to 2008 in March Madness when he was with Davidson. I love watching that guy play. I hate that in today's basketball culture, there are so many people who root for one player. But if I had to root for one player, if you put a gun to my head and said you have to root for a player, I would pick Steph Curry. I wouldn't pick a Boston Celtic. I would pick Steph Curry. I love watching that guy play. I think he's one of the best to ever play the game. I think he's better than Kobe. Kiss my ass, Kobe stance. I love Steph Curry. Before the game, I'm underneath the basket, standing on the court, watching the Warriors do shoot around. Steph Curry is literally screwing around, dribbles underneath the hoop, throws a ball into outer space, straight up in the air. Bloop. It didn't even touch the net as it dropped through. And I saw that and I thought to myself, well, that's Steph Curry. This could be a bad sign. And then Steph Curry started doing Steph Curry stuff. I think this is maybe the best shot I've ever seen live at a basketball game. This is Steph Curry dribbling to the right side of the three-point line and falling into the first row seats to hit a three.
Moody will drive. Şengün will defend. Curry's got it. He and Butler, as I said, 18 apiece. He'll dance. He'll throw up a shot.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Geometrically, that should not have happened. Wow, what a shot.
Kevin Harlan's the best as well. That was insane. And I'm sitting there watching this with Ross from the Rockets flagship and with Brandon Scott from the Texans flagship. I'm sitting in between them. And we're both like trying not to be that meme of the guy who's falling forward after someone just got dissed. If you haven't seen that one before, I mean, we were trying. I was covering my mouth because I was trying to be professional.
Yeah, no cheering in the press box.
No cheering in the press box. But I mean, and again, it's happening against the Rockets, who I like. But I mean, good God. And he had multiple moments like this all night long. Yeah. 31 points is one thing, but the way he was doing some of the stuff he was doing, this is the other moment. Steph Curry, one of two times where he is not quite at midcourt, but just decides to pull from near a logo that's either at midcourt or the Toyota Center logo, and obviously it's going in.
It's a Curry three. Ring it up. Curry with a triple.
He's having wars over here. Shot clock at 6. Curry just runs into a 30-footer. Just think about that.
I did think about that, Reggie. I thought about it long and hard. I thought about it long and hard all night. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Steph. And everyone should be allowed to be obsessed with Steph Curry, even if he's doing it to your team. You're allowed to like him. Oh, but he chooses mouth guard weird. He's kind of cocky. Yeah, I would be too. If I'm shooting like that, you know? Oh, my God. The stuff that he does as a scorer, never saw it before. Not sure we'll ever see it again. I see Mega's in here doing his 90s, but they don't play defense. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Good luck, old school. Old school would be shocked and awed if this guy came in a time machine and showed up and just started bombing from everywhere. No one did that.
Yeah, I was going to say they only play defense from like 20 feet and in.
Hell, he might get benched by some random coach from the 90s. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I love watching it. Hell, I'm even going to allow this Jimmy Butler quote. Jimmy Butler's been saying some strange things about Steph Curry. Generally, they're all related to Batman and Robin, and Jimmy Butler's okay being Robin, which is a weird thing to admit, to Steph Curry's Batman, even though obviously Steph Curry would be Batman on any team. Here's more Jimmy Butler making Batman comparisons.
There was one three-point shot that Stephen made. He was like floating off in motion, and we panned over to a shot of you and you're just shaking your head. I mean, the man continues to amaze, doesn't he?
He does. Like I always say, Batman comes out of nowhere. You never see him coming, then he just falls from the sky, from a building, behind the door, and does some incredible things, man. He's going to be the reason that we do win it all. We all know that, but we got to protect him at all costs.
Congrats on the first road win. Thanks, Jimmy.
That is accurate. That is how Batman be. Batman do be like that. Just coming out of nowhere, chopping down.
And that kind of was what Steph did. Like, it was a 31 point. It was what, 5 for 9 from 3.
It's ninja sniper bleep.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a dominant. Like,
No,
there wasn't a run where he went on where it's like 4 straight times down the court. It was like whenever the game was starting to teeter for the Warriors, it was just boom, like ridiculous 3-pointer.
The stuff he does, when he does it, it is jarring how awesome it is.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, there was a time where he's 2 times where he split defenders and just dribbles through the lane, easily gets a layup. Oh, but in the 90s, he get dunked. Okay, cool, man. I love this. Oh, the 90s were different. No, Steph would have played well in the 90s, just like LeBron would have played well in the 90s. We got to stop acting like the best players from today could not go back in time and play in that generation. We got to stop with that crap. What's he going to do? Is someone going to go Tanya Harding on his leg? Like, is that what's going to happen? Like, that's the implication that's going to happen out there. That's what drives me crazy about the people that like, oh, Steph's not one of the greatest. Why? Because he's skinny. Is that why? Are you skinny, sis?
Yeah, and it's like Michael Jordan invented basketball players lifting weights in like 1990. like they weren't all like people realize these games are televised and like you can just pull up a game and not see assault on every play. Yeah. Like how these people portray it.
Yeah.
35 years later.
Yeah. You're also going to see somebody who's as athletic as me out there occasionally playing defense.
There's a lot of guys with
we hadn't tapped into Europe yet. We had not tapped into overseas yet. Taking our American jobs.
I mean, also 95-85. That's a 1994 box score if I've ever seen it. One team couldn't make threes.
This was a 90s basketball.
The Rockets played a 90s basketball.
I figured Meg on Twitch would understand what 90s basketball looks like. I don't know. I guess he just doesn't know ball, but it's fine.